So the other thing I wanted to quickly touch upon, I've just recently turned over 1500 Ks on the bike. I was going to do a 1500k review, like a comprehensive one, but I've decided just to do this short one while I'm riding along. I mean, so far so good. I've had no issues with the bike whatsoever. I mean, as I have indicated in some earlier videos about maintenance, you have to make sure that you check the mounting points on the suspension. Sometimes they need to be tightened up a bit. Other than that, I've really had no issues. This has turned out to be a perfect touring bike. No, it's not a what I would call a top-end enduro type, bike. And I might look at getting something like that to do that sort of work at some time in the future. But no, this is perfect for doing what I wanted to do, and that is travel around, exploring different places, people. Unfortunately, the pandemic has put a bit of an end to that for the last 12 months, but I'm hopeful that 2022 will allow me to use this bike and this setup for what it was intended. But I feel confident going forward that the bike is going to be brilliant for what I bought it for that purpose. So I don't know what else I can say other than the fact that I've added a few extra bits and pieces. I've got the rear vision mirror, which has been a godsend. I'll tell you what, how people manage without it. Especially when you're zipping around on the roads, at least I can see what's coming and accommodate it accordingly. I bought some lights, rear vision. I bought some lights, flashing red lights for the back, and a decent set of headlights for the front that can be used for safety and also for riding at night time. The track I'm going along at the moment, I came in on, and there's some really interesting areas. And this is another thing I love about this bike. Yeah, it's not light. I'm not going to deny that, but I think because of its weight, it gets me through areas that are difficult. I think other bikes would have issues with. So here's a good example. This is especially with the motor on. And we'll just, there we go. Yep, and we're through. The combination of the fact that the bike has a little bit of weight with the gnarly tyres that I've got and the motor, it allows me to get through bogs like that reasonably easily. So am I happy with the bike? Yeah, absolutely. Very satisfied with it. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it, although I hear on the grapevine that Volition taken it off the marketplace. They've replaced it with some carbon fibre thing. It's a pity, I wish they probably would have kept this. I think there would be people out there who would really enjoy it. Oh well, that's their loss. Here we go, another one of these bog holes. I'll just go around the outside of this one. Here we go. Right, put it in the lowest gear. Now I'm going to pick my route through here. I think I might go this way. There we go. I might head home. More coming. Here we go. See, this is an example where you can use the the rear vision mirror, making me stay out on the road and keep looking. Like for instance, I can see a car coming down, so that allows me to pull over, get out of the way, and then back again. I think a very important part of the bike, have one of these. Something else I want to talk about. The great things about e-bikes, from the point of view of fitness, is that today's a good example. There's quite a considerable headwind heading back. Now, it meant that I can pedal most of the way here. Bloody hell. Sorry about that. I could pedal most of the way to Devil Bend, which is around 15 k's, without the aid of the motor, which is great because that helps keep you fit. But conversely, on the way home, where I'm running into a bit, well, I'm cutting across the headwind at the moment, but eventually I'll have to head straight into it. It would be a real struggle to pedal by myself, but with the motor, it means that I'm still getting quite a bit of exercise, but I will get home without being buggered. And at my age, that's important. I think e-bikes are fantastic. They are the way of the future. I really do think that over the course of the next, I think it's interesting, the technology has reached a point right at the time of the when the virus hit, and we got the pandemic. It has allowed companies to ramp up production and innovate, which means coming out of the pandemic, we're going to have all types of weird and wonderful electric vehicles, bikes, you name it. And I'm hoping that a lot of people have realised the benefits of staying fit and starting to get out and about on these electric devices. So I recommend that you should seriously look at e-bikes for your family. See, this is a classic case. I got a headwind, wind cutting across this way, and it's let's do a little exercise. I'm going to turn the motor off. Here we go. Wow. Now I'm really working. Yes, I can do it. I'm getting slower and I can feel that wind is really, oh my God. So I'm going to turn it back on now. And there we go. The difference is like chalk and cheese. Yeah. Okay, I've just come up over a ridge. And see, the thing is, what you can do, you don't have to have it on all the time. Here's a classic case. Even if I've got a bit of a headwind, I can now turn it off. But because I'm going downhill, I've got enough momentum, right, to keep pedaling and keep myself going. And see, that's another thing that I've been meaning to talk about. I highly recommend, if you do get an e-bike, don't use the motor all the time. You will find there are times when, especially when there's not much wind about and not too many hills, you can easily just pedal along once you get your fitness up. And the beauty of having the electric motor, and I use it this way a lot, I will go for a long ride, just enjoy myself. And it might be 20, 30, 40 k's away. And then I'm going to turn around and come back. And that's when I put the electric motor on. Now I'm still pedaling, but it's a lot easier to come home that way. I think they're the way of the future. I think they're the silver lining of the pandemic in a way. It's funny. When you think about it, they probably wouldn't have developed to the point they are, both in respect to design and such, and also the amount of people buying them if it hadn't have been for the pandemic, because you've had all the different shutdowns around the world, lots of people locked up in their own neighbourhoods, and I think the realisation, I think a lot of people, what happened was that they might have got their old bikes out and started to try to go for a ride. They were unfit. Oh my God, they heard about the e-bikes and they went and bought them. So, isn't it funny how something like a pandemic can do something like that? I dare say that historians looking back will actually look at this time and they will say that all of the different bike paths and bike systems that are now in use in the future stem from this time. I think that's incredible. Yeah. So my recommendation, again, get yourself an e-bike. Now I'm going to go up a really steep hill. Now put it down to the lowest gear. And there we go. I'm pedaling pretty hard, and I'm pulling about 400 watts. We're getting up near the crest of the hill. There's no way in hell I would have been able to go up there without the motor. As you can see, this is why I feel this is a great touring bike. I'm really looking forward to putting the bike rack on the car, putting the bikes on, and then just heading off and exploring different places. After the last year and a half, it's going to be fantastic. Just about to turn into my driveway. Okay, I'm home. I hope you enjoyed that, like I did. And till next time, goodbye. See you later.